of me. For my second piece, Miss Katrina, don't feel bad, I'm reading too. um, this piece is called The Transactions of Life. Life is one large transaction. Each level we aspire to only adds another decimal sign to the formula we use to calculate each and every move or decision we make. Life is a jumble of additions and subtractions, multiplied by the number of hearts we break and then divided by the number of chances we take. Our equation is never ending and forever beginning. Each soul we pass in chance estimates the magnitude of our probabilities instinctively. Every breath our subconscious lungs take supply oxygen to each of our conscious quadratic equations. See, life is one large transaction that many of us spend looking for the other half of our problems. We could walk this journey alone, but the need for a partner causes us to alienate portions of our own reality in order to fit precisely into someone else's equation. We're constantly fumbling through deposits and withdrawals, removing portions of our souls and replacing them until we no longer know just who we are. And then we spend millions of dollars on therapy so someone else can withdraw the last little portions of the people we call me. They deposit big words that make our heads spin in a daze of psychoanalyzing, so we think they must know what they're doing because the sum of these appointments is adding up to large amounts. Right? Maybe. Or maybe we should simply sit down with ourselves and say to ourselves, selves, remember before each withdrawal the magnitude of your happiness? Self, remember before each deposit the strength in your joy? Self, remember when you could divide your time between the fractions of life and love and peace and tranquility and just enjoying you? Remember when you could withdraw from the bank of harmony, make large deposits in your own serenity, and then watch the return on your investments unfold? Life is one large transaction, I tell you. Standing on the stock market of emotion and watching the sales of sentiment go up and down, much like the highs and lows of Dow Jones. We give so much of ourselves to the undeserving, the lenders of love and the givers of feelings that need collateral. Then when we don't respond as they feel we should, they send the repo man after our hearts and dreams. They come and snatch back all the happiness they promised in the pretty picture they painted when you deposited your soul's keys. Simply because they think they found a buyer more worthy of the property. If every credit needs a debit and every action a reaction, then where are you crediting the me you stole when you debited my heart, my time, and my vision? What reactions are you giving to whom and how much of me did you lend them? Were the terms we agreed upon too steep for you to adhere to? Or does the flicker of another's flame render our contract null and void? If life is one big transaction that includes a multitude of major reactions, additions, subtractions, divisions, multiplications, radiuses, and obtuse angles, then where does that leave a lost soul mixed into the mathematics of life? Caught in the financials of love, scared of the transitive reactions that prove A needs B and B needs C, so A must need C or there is no you and without you, no me. Hey. It's confusing, I know. You've almost got to be a genius in order to decide which of life's many winding roads to follow. Pick up a copy of yourself on the way to your destination. Take time to remember the days before people withdrew pieces of you. Reach into that book and take back yourself. Turn each page cautiously. Start with number 1, skip to the end and take a look at number 239. Go back to chapter 4 and read the height of your story. Deposit all the pieces of you back into the bank account of your soul and watch your dividends begin to grow. Make yourself whole again. 1/4 of your mind plus 2/3 of your heart, 4/5 of your peace, an ounce of God's joy, multiplied by 7/8 of his favor, compounded by the return of you. All right. Find yourself. Love yourself. In each equation, each number of life, remember, each credit needs a debit, so withdraw only what you can afford to deposit. Give no more of yourself than you can afford to lose and still be equally balanced. If the circumference of your dreams far outweighs the resistance of your opposition, then push on through the numbers. But with each transaction, please remember you.